Today we're going to be installing this MST inlet pipe that I bought from Keys Motorsports, so shout out to them. If you recall in our last video, we installed the Go Fast bits in this 328i BMW X-Drive, and we kind of cracked the OEM inlet, so today we're going to replace that. Let's get started. So first thing we're going to do is remove this Engine Evolution's intake. Now I got set up a long 10mm socket because these threads here are a lot longer than just using a normal socket. So go ahead and do that, get that on there. I think I'm only going to loosen one. God, that's a lot of threading.
I feel like we need a flashlight, even though it's daytime.
Now, if I recall, we didn't have to go all the way off. Just enough to get it loose.
He cut it to where you needed it.
Right. I'm just hoping I'm hoping I didn't go too far off. Far. Okay, I'll rethread. Good crap. So, all right. Next, what you're gonna want to do is go ahead and pull this whole piece up, so it's just up off the plugs. Go ahead and pull your intake off. Now, next what you're going to want to do is get a T10 Torx bit. We're going to take this whole piece off.
Do a little montage of you actually taking it off.
Well, of course. Everyone loves montages.
Oh yeah. Careful though, we don't have a magnet.
You know, I did not think of that, and I was at Ace. I was gonna buy a new one.
I've got some clothes today, aren't they?
What time is it?
5, 4, 5.
They might already be closed.
It's a Sunday, so.
That would not be good. These tend to like stick on here. I promise you, this is a T10. Go ahead and move this to a kind of good location.
Safe location.
Pull this out. Next, what you're going to want to do, grab yourself a flathead and remove or loosen the inlet clamp to your intake. Alright, next what you're going to want to do is remove these pieces here. There's 2 clips on this big one. Well, actually what you'll want to do is probably, you can remove all this at once, but I find it to be easier just to kind of do them individually. Yep, what I want to do, take this one out. There's 2 tabs, sides, squeeze, and just pull up. There's one. Get that off the side or out of the way. Oh, it's hot out here.
It is.
This is the difficult one. This is the one we've had problems with. And this one's the same way. Just go ahead and squeeze it and pull it up. I have the biggest problem getting this one out. here is a little nut that holds the inlet pipe in place. 10 millimeter, or at least it should be. This is a very special, this is actually a very special nut because see, it actually swivels on its own washer that's attached. So losing this, not a good idea. So. All right.
Now we put the new one on, right?
Now we put the new one on. Now you're not gonna put it on assembled like this whole piece like this. You're actually gonna wanna do is assemble this piece on first.
Hey, last time we did this, it didn't turn out well. Uh oh, it's falling.
He's calling?
It's falling.
Oh, it's on the dirt! Okay, so actually we gotta make sure we get that old junk piece. See, this is where our OEM piece broke. Now see, you could actually still put the old one on, and there really wasn't much issue, but it could fall out at any time. So you see, sat a lot like that. But anyway, that's garbage now.
That worked. Okay, how do you want me to film this?
Yeah, this is going to be very tough for you guys to see, but there is a little threaded deal down here by, I don't know if you can see in there, but there's a little thread next to the inlet. And that's what we're going to thread onto. We just got to pray we don't drop the bolt. I really should have bought a magnet. So what we're going to want to do is just go ahead and slide this on. Here, let me switch hands actually. There we go. Make sure it's seated. Yeah. Now the hard part is seeing if we can't get this bolt threaded on there. Which, yeah, it's right down there. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to get to it with just my fingers, unfortunately. So dropping this. Very possible. Try something else. Attachment king. That's what I'm talking about. All right. I believe that's the hard part. So now what we have is silicone piping here, or whatever this is made out of. Got some clamps, some flathead clamps. What I want to do so when we orientate this, it's going to sit like the OEM did with your valve things on top. But if you want to be able to tighten this clamp back here, you're going to want to have it sitting at an angle where we can get a flathead in there, tighten it, and it's already pretty tight. So now let's go ahead and make sure it's loose enough. Biggest fan of this flathead. I need to get some more. This just ensures that everything stays on. Now, we've got our back clamp back here put on and tight. We got our hoses installed correctly with the clips in. So now we'll go ahead and we'll tighten this one right here. Now it comes kind of tight already, so you might have to loosen it just a tad. I want to kind of see if I can't shift it over just a little bit more so it's a little bit easier. Now we'll go ahead and install our engine evolution intake.
No.
Oh, hold on. Let's redo that. Now we'll go ahead and reinstall our connections here. Now what we'll do is get back to installing our engine evolution intake. So I'm just going to go ahead and just guesstimate here. That looks pretty good. Now let's go ahead and install engine evolution intake. Now, when I bought this, it had its own sleeve and clamps that came with it, and they didn't look like this. They were much like the ones that came with the MST. They were just a flathead, but they were much thinner, and the sleeve was also much shorter. And in sport mode, after a few miles it would just slip off, and I tightened it as much as I could tighten it. It would just slip off and keep slipping off. So what I did was I decided, I went to eBay and I bought this is a 3.5 inch sleeve with clamp kit that I bought, and this has been working really well. So far I haven't had the pipe come off with this setup yet, so that's been really good. So that maybe if you get this intake, that might be something you want to look into. Maybe you don't have that problem. Let's go ahead and set this down here like this, because we're going to want to reinstall our sensor. Get our T10 again, wherever I set that, right down here. Don't lose these, because these aren't the OEM screws either. These come with the intake, so you lose these if you're in a world of hurt. Look at Zach over there, just chilling like a villain.
She's pretty solid.
Feels pretty good. What do you say we give her a start? Ah, yeah, look at all these tools now. Stuff back where it belongs.
Well, it's not blowing up. That's good.
Recording?
Yeah. That's so much louder. You need an exhaust.
It's funny though.
It sounds good.
You hear those little tiny things?
Yep.
Rolling?
Yep.
All right, so here we go. We're gonna do our first test. All right. First drive with the MST installed. Let's see, what should I... Ooh.
That wasn't good. What was that?
A little bit of stutter. This is why we test things. That's not good.
Uh-oh. Do you need a tune for this?
Might need a tune.
Boot mod, here we come. Boot mode. See, that's what mine's doing.
What, it goes down to RPM there and it just dies on you?
Yeah. I had to adjust my idle. I don't know if you can do that in
See what
here.
happens with, I'm going to put her in sport. Let's put it in sport and see how it handles. You gonna die? Not
No.
dying in sport.
I like that blow off.
It's really kicking in now.
I mean, worst case scenario, we'll hit Highway 9 and have to turn left again.
There's a car coming. I'm gonna wait for them. It died.
It did. That's not good. So let's say you gotta shut it off and then turn it back on. I wonder if you need a tune. Look up some reviews. See if possibly people have the same problem.
Sport. It's definitely it's definitely a tuning thing. So
Go to sport.
I will definitely need, yeah, like boot mode or a tune of some sort.
I wonder if Sport Plus will do it.
Just Sport Plus.
Sport Plus.
Oh, put it in Sport Plus. That's just sport. That's just sport mode with different traction control settings.
Oh, did you say who's Sport Plus?
I thought you meant like tuning it, you know? Like,
oh.
I've never heard of Sport Plus. Where is that? What are you talking about, man?
Did it do that before you bought those parts and it was falling off? Did it do that before then?
No, actually, it still wouldn't die. That hose would come off, it wouldn't die. It would stutter, but it actually would not die. So this is something else.
See, that's what my car does. Like if I rev it and let it just drop in RPM, it'll die.
Now see, you have a full cat back exhaust system with a Sport Cat, no muffler.
Turbo back exhaust.
Turbo back, yeah.
Well, yeah, the Sport Cat, no mufflers.
But
I have a tune supporting it though too. Is the weird thing.
All right. So.
Eco and comfort.
Eco and comfort is not working with this. We don't know why. But as long as it looks like I keep it in Sport or Sport Plus, we're good to go.
Maybe. No, you can't really do that in this. I was gonna say maybe if you keep on the gas a little bit while you're stopped, but then it's not gonna work.
No, that's stupid.
Well, that's what we had to do in Dustin's truck.
It's weird because I'm not getting a Cody anymore, so let's keep driving there around. Several days since we installed the MST inlet pipe in the BMW, and in that last footage where we're having problems with the car stalling when we come to a stop, it's actually it's kind of silly. I forgot that the BMW, when you put it into eco mode or comfort mode, that when you come to like a stoplight or when you come to a stop, the car will turn itself off. And when you let off the brake, the car will start back up again. And for whatever reason, I didn't even realize that was happening. So the install is completely fine. It works fine. There's no codes, no engine light. It's all good. So thank God for that. The part is great. I'm feeling more performance out of the car for sure. And definitely hearing the go fast bits, I think, a little better too with that. So with that, so far, I don't know when our next video will be. Hopefully soon. I think we might do installing some new reflectors in the BMW front and back. So that'll be cool. And then we might do, me and Brandon might do a vlog video, me and him, sort of like this, where it's just some FaceTime. So, but with that, if you liked the video, hit that like button, get subscribed, and we'll see you guys next time.